My stepmother said, "You're not real family. Stop acting like you belong at these gatherings." My stepmother Linda had been drinking and decided it was time to put me in my place. Kevin, you're not real family. Stop acting like you belong at these gatherings. This is for actual relatives. Linda had married my dad when I was 19, and she'd spent 8 years making it clear that I was an outsider. Her 2 sons from her first marriage were always welcome, always included, always treated like the golden children. Every family photo, every holiday dinner, every celebration somehow became about how I didn't really fit in. Linda would make seating arrangements that left me at the kids' table or relegated to a separate room entirely. Blood is thicker than water, she'd say whenever I'd try to join family conversations. Some bonds you're born with, others are just legal paperwork. What Linda didn't know was that I'd been quietly researching my family history for 2 years. Something about the way she acted made me suspicious about my own origins. Dad would get uncomfortable whenever I asked about my early childhood or my birth mother. Last month, I finally worked up the courage to take a DNA test. The results came back yesterday, right before Dad's party. I'd been carrying the printed report in my jacket pocket all evening, not sure what to do with the information. The DNA results showed something shocking. Linda's older son, Derek, who she constantly praised as her perfect child, was actually my half-brother. We shared the same biological mother. According to the genetic markers, Derek and I had the same mother but different fathers, which meant Linda wasn't just my stepmother, she was Derek's mother and my mother too. Somehow Derek had been raised by his biological mother while I'd been given up and later adopted by my dad. After Linda's latest insult about not being real family, I couldn't keep quiet anymore. I pulled out the DNA report and handed it to her. "Linda, you might want to look at this before you talk about real family again." She glanced at the paper dismissively until she saw Derek's name listed as my closest genetic match. Her face went completely white as she read the detailed breakdown. "This says Derek is your half-brother," she whispered, looking around to make sure no one else could hear. "Same biological mother, different fathers, which means you gave birth to both of us, but only kept one." Linda's hands were shaking as she read through the genetic analysis. "This can't be right. I would remember having another child. 1994. I was born in March 1994. Check Derek's birth certificate. He was born in August 1993. You had 2 babies in less than a year." Linda sat down heavily. The DNA report crumpled in her hands. "Kevin, I was young, scared, barely managing with 1 baby. So you kept Derek and gave me up for adoption. And when Dad married you 8 years later, you never told him he was adopting your biological son's half-brother." Derek appeared beside us, having noticed his mom looking distressed. "Mom, what's wrong? Why does Kevin have paperwork with my name on it?" Linda looked between us with tears in her eyes. "Derek, Kevin is your half-brother. We have the same mother." Derek stared at me like he was seeing me for the first time. "Kevin's my brother? Actual brother? Half-brother," I corrected. "Your mom is my biological mother. She gave me up when I was born." Derek sat down next to Linda, processing everything. "So when you've been saying Kevin isn't real family, I've been saying that about my own biological son," Linda finished quietly. Dad walked over, noticing the serious conversation. "Everything okay over here?" I handed him a copy of the DNA results. "Dad, Linda is my birth mother. Derek is my half-brother. You didn't just marry a woman with kids, you married the woman who gave birth to me." Dad read through the report slowly, his expression changing from confusion to shock to something like understanding. "Linda, is this true?" Linda could only nod, tears streaming down her face. "So for 8 years, Dad said quietly, you've been treating your own biological son like an outsider while favoring your other son.